me. That's awesome. Yeah, TikTok, not Instagram. I'm getting an Instagram together, but yeah, on YouTube and on TikTok, and also we're SAG after in the house. All right, so I'll just get right into it. Hopefully I'm well timed. The middle place, in which the black on my face covers up the white genes I carry within. Unable to fully embrace the shame that history has set upon my people. I have no right to claim the grand falloon of fried chicken, collard greens, and God Almighty. White girl, trapped in a black girl's body, dancing off beat to the music. Unsettled identity found in a box of relaxer and a Debbie Gibson song. I give props to Mariah in a language I am not supposed to use, the slang of which dangles suffocating my outward appearance, a shell of myself that I am obligated to pay tribute to, in a mode of composure that keeps our reputation in good standing. The public view of my kind weighs solely on my ability to act right. However, my whiteness gives me a free pass, a waiver for things like sports, spelling, and oppression. Though the Cherokee whisper from our native bloods transcends the segregation with a gentle wisdom from above. Yes, sir, a no good thug. A colored boy mulatto not raised right, disrespecting the law. A criminal at the core of his DNA Negro. Strip him down of all his humanity, revoke his right to vote, and set him off to fight the fires of the white wealthy for chimp change. But no, it's not about race. Miseducate him and leave him to fend for himself among the chaos that is his history. We all don't deserve what comes to us if we don't keep our nose clean. Concrete wallpaper and liquor store hallways are no excuse. Pull yourself up, been great. I did it. I got by. No one paved the way for me. Slavery has nothing to do with the politeness I choose to put in my voice. Bus boycotts and water hose beatings did not touch my college fund. Crack, heroin, deadbeat dads, and single moms has nothing to do with my inheritance of love. My suburban security and ambition has nothing to do with your decision to act a fool. Pull your pants up and speak to me proper, boy. A knee on the neck helps the heart of this civilization make peace on the dead souls of your ancestors. A letter read, Elizabeth Warren berated. Coretta sing, Coretta strong. I oppose justice, hear our voice. Sweet Home Alabama sung around the fire, a summer anthem. A woman, black silky skin speaks. Chill the free exercise of the ballot. Walk with me. Violin sounds in the distance. Intimidate and frighten black elderly voters, get off the bus. Terror, still she stands. A shabby attempt, Mr. Man. Justice, chairman, committee. Reprehensible conduct rewarded to the highest office. Have deaf ears lost this legacy? Divine masculine, rooted together towards a better kind of life, and prayers to die a natural death. Love and calculation, a king of kind and dinner on the table, resolve made immortal. Service by two and the work goes on, though she grieves. A podium set in a pool of blood. Peace by a nation, inspiration by a movement left in our hands, and a holiday. So I am a poet first and foremost, but I'm also a teacher. And one of my favorite things to do is to teach people how to write poetry, but anything. So I love inspiring people to write. I do have a WordPress site, so I do a lot of writing challenges on it. So I invite you all to check that out. It's leahjoyp.com. Yes, My Rose is my stage name. It was sort of my alter ego, but this year I just decided to sort of claim it as my stage name. So, so some of my stuff is still under my other name, so you can follow along. And this one I'm going to do in honor of Jack Kerouac. And so what you could do when you go home tonight, so I want this to inspire you to go home and do some writing. And the easiest way to get into writing is to do an adaptation poem. And so I did one on one of Jack Kerouac's poems. And really all you do is you take your favorite poem and you just rewrite it, changing each line with the same theme and like the message of the poem, but in your own words. And you know, you have creative liberty to make it any way you want. The most important thing is that you just get something on the paper. But I have others on my WordPress site that you can go and play with, but this one might be the easiest. So here's Jack Kerouac's poem first. So it's called How to Meditate. So this is Jack Kerouac, not me. Lights out. Fall. Hands a-clasp. Into instantaneous ecstasy, like a shot of heroin or morphine. The gland inside of my brain discharging the good glad fluid, holy fluid. As I hack down and hold all my body parts down to a dead spot trance, healing all my sickness, erasing all. Not even the shred of a I hope you or a loony balloon left in it, but the mind, blank, serene, thoughtless. When a thought comes springing from afar with this held forth figure of image, you spoof it out, you spuff it out, you fake it out, it fades. The thought never comes, and with joy, you realize for the first time, thinking's just like not thinking, so I don't have to think anymore. All right, here's my answer. Propaganda, meditation, fidgeting, obsessive thoughts covered in to-do lists, cycling thought 5, 6, 1,000 times a minute in between lapses of consciousness, awoken by the sound of the snore and a thud of the head, bruised butt, badgering myself into succumbing to the promised surrender and release within the fantasy of nirvana till the buzzer finally rings and a smile appears on my face, knowing that this shit is done and I can embrace the lesser suffering called life, and it is good. All right, I have 2 more for you. I was trying to keep my time crunch, so this is I do have a book, Poems from My Broken Heart. I don't have copies, but you can get it on Amazon, and it's under my given name, Leah Joy Pearson, and I'm hoping to get a new publisher so that I can integrate my Maya Roseness. So, yes, thank you. So like I said, I am a teacher, and so I wrote this one day after I came home from a hard day in the classroom. It's called Teacher Man. Teacher Man, I got carried away in my own brilliance. I saw in the face of the young boy in front of me. I stifled all his creativity in my eager desire to advise him into oblivion. The mind of this misgiving scrambles to find a way to correct it by again using my collection of philosophical learnings. My insides are desperate to grasp the past, to save face in the future. I'd be the adult and they'd be the kids, the whipping post for years of unchanneled education. I prove my superiority in my ability to talk. In my smallness, the narrow point of view echoes the need to prove my point. Raising the robots to blindly take charge of the conveyor belts. Lifelessly sorting through whatever mass-produced item we choose to worship today to make meaning for existence. allowing the tired limbs of their overworked adult roommates to take comfort in checking out with consumer-funded babysitters. Gifted in growing up to be the best competitive destroyers of anything green, natural, and healthy, yet prosperous enough to spend 2 weeks vacation searching for places green, natural, and healthy, not in my backyard, covered in weed killer, nitrogen, and electric fencing. Those innocent eyes that I gaze into, knowing nothing of the spirit of innovation. My degree won't allow it, and history hasn't laid the groundwork. No time for it. The bell rang, and the next team needs to use the field while your hot pocket is getting cold. Pay attention, because I know best. According to the classroom monitor's assessment on my loyal adherence to the standards in which we are all too weak to dismantle, crumbling ourselves instead, wasting the flame designed to spark a new toy to play with, here for our own amusement, stopped for a mere moment to try and enjoy a blip of senseless wonder and forever in the face of the young boy in front of me. Here's the last one.
That was it.
Oh, okay, good. Well, thank you.